Hey, all Kate here from Number Minecart. Welcome back to another review, and as you can see, things are a bit different. As you can see, I got my new stills, and I'm currently living in a apartment because my current place is still under construction. If you don't know what happened to my current place, well, that's because Communist Shovel decided to light off some fireworks in the house. Why? Because he was drunk. And these fireworks went off everywhere and the place caught on fire, and this is the second time where my own place has been set ablaze. But anyways, to get back on topic, yeah, today I'm finally doing my review on Mullet Madjack. Now, if you don't know what Mullet Madjack is a 80s/90s, mostly 90s, and vaporwave themed boomer shooter. Now, also, if you don't know what a boomer shooter is a first-person shooter game that is made to look and feel like one of the older first-person shooter games. So, think like Doom and Duke Nukem and Blood and many other games from the time period where the first-person genre was known as the Doom clone genre. So, yeah. As usual, pros, cons, then mids. So, starting off, obviously the pros. First off is the gameplay. Now, besides easy mode, all of the game modes have a timer, because that would make Mullet Madjack different from all the other boomer shooters that have came out since the genre or side-genre of boomer shooter was invented. So basically, how it works is you have a total of 10 seconds to finish a level. And obviously the timer goes down, but when you kill an enemy, you are given extra seconds, and you are even able to do a finisher on an enemy to get a little more seconds. Now, honestly, this makes the gameplay quite unique and actually makes things more fast-paced. But also, notice how I mentioned that these were in the game modes besides easy mode. Well, the easy mode, or the easiest mode in the game, it doesn't have this timer ability. And to be perfectly honest, if you've never played a game like Mullet Madjack, or you're not good at fast-paced games in general, which is a category I'm in, then the easy mode is definitely a good way to train yourself to get better at games like this. So, if you've never played a game like this and you want to play Mullet Madjack, then you go on and use the easy mode. Trust me, it's recommended. Now we are in the weapons. So first off, the first for the weapons is the shotgun. Obviously, shotguns are fun. They're freaking cool and pretty epic. Now, here's the thing about the weapons. You can actually slowly upgrade them throughout the game. And the level 2 shotgun can, knock down doors. And that's only the level 2 version of the shotgun. There's the max level for the guns are level 3. Now, I never got to the level 3 shotgun, but the fact that the level 2 shotgun can, blow a door down, it makes me curious what the level 3 shotgun could do. Could the level 3 shotgun blow down the entire wall? Well, anyways, next up is the SMG. It's basically a basic SMG, but, it's still pretty fun, especially since it's fast firing. Now, a little interesting detail for the game is that if you have a fast firing gun and you fire it off, the blast of the gun slowly pushes you backwards, which is honestly a neat detail. I like that, because obviously it shows, oh, the gun fires so fast that it causes you to be pushed backwards slightly. And finally, for the weapons and the pros, the railgun. Obviously, the idea of the railgun, which is basically like this badass laser sniper rifle, I will always enjoy when a piece of media has a railgun in it. And the railgun in this game, pretty cool, but also it does look like a futuristic version of the sniper rifle, which I will get to later. But yeah, honestly, railgun, quite fun. Next up is the music. Like I mentioned earlier, this game has a 90s and vaporwave aesthetic to it, so the music matches that, and I absolutely love it. Especially since again, as a vaporwave enjoyer, of course I would like it. Next up is the level designs. All the level designs are all colorful and pretty freaking epic. I quite like it, especially since around the environment you will find like these weapons that can be used to to essentially do fatalities on the enemies, which give you like extra points slash extra seconds for your for your time. Well, unless you're playing on easy mode, then it just really gives you points. And then finally, the enemies. Honestly, I do like the enemy designs. They're all robots. They all look cool. Although there's one enemy design that I don't like that much. Not because it's bad, mostly because it does kind of creep me out. And it's like, it's just one armless robot enemy that like charges towards you. And I don't know why. Just imagining this thing charging towards you, especially if it was like imagine you're out at night, just walking by, and then you hear something. You turn around and you see this thing charging at you. Yeah, I would be shitting myself. In fact, I would be crapping out so many bricks I could build a brick shit house. That's how many bricks I would be able to lay. That's how scared I would be. But yeah. So yeah, those are the pros. Now we get to the cons, or con. Now, obviously, this will be at the beginning of the video, but this will have spoilers for the ending. So, if you want to go check out Mullet Madjack, go check it out. And, if you want to still continue on, be my guest. But hey, if you want to skip to the mids, it will be on screen. Yeah, the ending. Honestly, the ending for this game is, in my opinion, the worst part of the game. Okay, so the game ends with you saving the girl who is this popular influencer, and like you get back to the Peace Corps building to claim your prize. This is basically like an introduction to the game's infinite runner mode, and when you beat that or die like I did, you get the ending cutscene. This is where it's discovered that our main character, because he didn't read the fine print of his contract, because honestly, who actually reads the fine print? He is basically in a permanent loop of killing and dying and being brought back to life, all while the psycho woman of Peace Corp who has kind of been leading us through the whole building to save the princess. She laughs like a maniac and says, "You're my boyfriend forever!" and stuff like that. Honestly, I just didn't really like the ending, Especially since, like, I'm not against a piece of media having, like, a downer ending, but, this is mostly coming from someone who likes, like, happy endings. So, but again, that's mostly just me, but yeah, personally, the ending was just a miss for me, so, yeah. Now we are at the mid. So first off are the katanas. Now, don't get me wrong, the fire katana and the ice katana are pretty cool, especially for the ice katana. But yeah, besides that, they're not really the greatest. Like, they're not bad, but they're not great either. So, uh, yeah, you can throw them, yes, but just personally for me, they're not in a game where most of the weapons are guns. Yeah, I don't know, they're just not the greatest. The next up is the pistol. It's the first weapon you get. It's quite basic. And while yes, it can be fully upgraded to be a fast automatic pistol, it's still eh. Next up is the rifle, which again, it's a rifle. That's it. I don't know. Then there is the plasma gun. The reason why this isn't made is because whenever I got this, I would mistake it for the railgun, and obviously with the railgun, you would just like click the mouse button once, while with like a plasma gun, you would hold it down. So whenever I would get the plasma gun and mistake it for the railgun, I would click it once, expecting a large beam, but instead one plasma shot comes out. It's like, oh, this is the plasma gun, okay. And then finally, for the final mid, the sniper rifle. This is for only one level, and that's about it. So, yeah. But to be fair, it makes sense why it's only in this level. Or the one level it is in is like, oh, you have no timer. But like, it's understandable why they didn't have the sniper rifle in the other levels, because it's like, oh, you need to kill things fast. And obviously, sniper rifle, especially with reloading it, it's not really that fast. But still, I do kind of wish we got to do more with the sniper rifle. So yeah. But yeah. Anyways, I give this game 5 out of 7 stars. It was quite fun. The ending really wasn't that great, and also there were some weapons that I weren't really the biggest fan on. But besides that, I quite liked Mullet Madjack. And again, if you haven't seen the game or haven't played it before, I highly recommend playing it. It's quite fun. I highly recommend it. And they're currently doing an Ultra 2 crossover for their boss rush mode, which is something I did get to, but I wasn't able to beat V2 in their second phase of boss rush mode. So, yeah. But anyways, that was it for this review. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye!